Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video on Marvel Contest of Champions. We are gonna through all the bosses for monthly Cavalier EQ, and the first one for chapter 1.1 is going to be a Starlord with combo of Footloose, Kinetic Transference, Stacking Power, and Special Burst Lockdown. Now, do not use suicides, and to be honest, any champion can work that can look after Footloose. Just be wary that if you use a champion that has a lot of buffs, because of stacking power, you will get a lot of power on yourself. So I was trying to get to an SP2 for Shang-Chi, but because of those cruelty from the heavy attack, I kept getting to an SP3. So I was like, you know what? I will just throw my SP3s and get this over with. This was my first try, so that's why I was like, you know what, no point changing the champion. So to be honest, any champion with a slow or a stagger will work here as long as you can control the footloose. It's a very easy and straightforward fight. We all know how to fight Starlord. Both of his specials are easily rateable, so it's a pretty easy one to start with. Next one is going to be a Gamora for Chapter 1.2 with Supercharged, Long Distance Eternity, Steady Perseverance, Compel Duel, and Combat Deja Vu. So long story short, if you use the same attack twice in a row, she will go unblockable. So it's more advisable to alternate. An easier way would be to use parry and medium light, then again parry medium light, and you can do like that the whole fight. Supercharge, if you have a stagger champion or somebody who can nullify, you don't need to worry about the power gain. And if she gets any furies and you're away from her, those furies are gonna stay on her permanently. So you have to play a little close. But be careful when she throws a special, and if you're nearby her, she is going to root you. I just use a Tigra here because I just love playing with her these days and learning her. And steady perseverance, she will get stun immunity. She will, for all the buffs she has, after you use a special attack, she will get stun immunity. But to be honest, with a good stagger or nullified champion, it's a pretty easy and straightforward fight. Now, Chapter 2.1 boss is going to be an Agent Venom with defensive transference, heavy handed, power focus 2, and pumping iron. Now, you will need champions that can do two things. One is they can convert the stuns into passive ones if Agent Venom shrugs them off. And secondly, you will need champions with some buffs on them. Because the more buffs you have, the pumping iron will come into play and you can do 100% of the damage. I'd like to use Storm here because Storm can convert the stuns into passive ones. But be wary, the more armor ups he has, the stun duration will be reduced. And then he will almost, when he's at 10 armor ups, he will go almost stun immune. So the perfect champion would be a White Max because he can get all of those prowesses on him that will look after pumping iron. And also he can do the passive stuns and also armor break. Apart from that, some other champions that could work really well here could be your Bishop, could be your Storm Pyramid X. Ghibli will also be a fun option. Or you can also go with the Ghost, you can also go with the Kitty Pryde. So there are plenty of options that you can use. Apocalypse can also be used, but remember he does not have any buffs, so he will not do full 100% damage of his specials. But that will be a little longer fight, but you will be able to bring him down with an Apoc as well. Chapter 2.2 brings a Groot here because this is all going to be about Guardians of the Galaxy. Now there is going to be Power Shield, Rich Get Richer, Staggering Beauty, and Divine Barrier, and No Hit Mercy. So every time you knock him down, he will get a passive cruelty on him, and also take care of the Divine Barrier. If you use an SP2 with an active, he will be resistant to nullify. So right there, I wasn't able to get all the damage in. But on the next SP2, there will be no Divine Barrier and I'm able to take him down. So you can use champions with neutralize, or you can use champions that can take advantage of all of those buffs, like Longshot and Modo, or somebody like Hood will also work here with the staggers, and also Black Widow Clairvoyant with the buff immunity. Moving up is going to be chapter 3.1 against Jessica Jones. Long story short, you need champions that have bleed and can also take care of unstoppable. Because the more investigation charges she gets, she goes unstoppable and unblockable. Easiest option is Archangel, Parry, and Heavy, and just bait the SP ones out. But both specials can be easily evaded, so that's not a problem. You can use Shang-Chi here as well. Another really good option is going to be your Hawkeye because he is slow as well and he also has bleeds and the bleed vulnerability will really help. But if you have only slow champions, they work too. So for example, Stealth Spidey and also your She-Hulk can also work. You can also use Yellow Jacket. So plenty of different options available. You have to keep her knocking down constantly for because of her protection to bring that down, and it's an easy fight. It's not really difficult. Just Archangel her and she will be dead. And the final boss is going to be a Mantis. Now, she is not really difficult. One thing I would say is to just push her to an SP2. Do not let her throw SP1s because she will uh, apply encroaching sleep and disorient on you. I just used Apocalypse here because he gets disorient immune, and all you need to do is to land one or two good intercepts and throw the specials, and that do a lot of damage to Mantis. And with mutant champions, you can do extra because of class advantage. So again, Mantis takes is very vulnerable to high special attack damage champions. So Storm can work here, Kitty Pryde can work here. Because there's Bob and Weave, you can also use your cheese method, that is Ebony Maw. Also, can you use Hercules? I think that Bishop will also be a really good option here. So plenty of different options. Not really a difficult a monthly EQ. So yeah, I hope this helps you out, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. You all have an amazing day. Bye.